See, you can hear that droning noise. The generator.
generator.
But can you pull that out? I'm wondering. Oh shit! Just like that.
Yeah. But now it'll sound
Can you?
real tinny. But still, it's good for the bass layer, like, you know.
That's what I'm saying. So the camera audio. Yeah, you can hear this. See, there's a bit where I cut because you can hear the guys telling me, "Oh, just pull it off, just pull it off." And I'm like, it's gonna come off anyway.
Oops.
That sounds so much better because you can hear the.
Yeah, I mean, that's with everything, and that's with all the duct tape, but I still feel like it could be a bit quieter because we're looking at you, because of this object in the foreground, we're looking at you from a distance, so you can tell. The camera audio on its own, it doesn't really lend anything to this section, maybe apart just the running away.
But even that bit, if you put both of them on, does that work? With the camera audio as well. It's just, you can hear the gap. Is that just yours? Or?
That's everything playing now at once and the camera audio. So I mean, it doesn't really add that much, like, you know what I mean? This is it, muted, not muted, muted.
See if you can keep that one breath I take. That, see that bit where I go. That, you can keep that bit.
That's me breathing.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a breath down, that's duct tape. Or maybe it isn't actually.
I think it's me. That one breath.
Well, it's muted here now.
You can't hear it, but if you...
Ah, cool, yeah.
That's all I need.
Cool, actually. And it's a pretty high frequency too, so it'll work. But hold on, look, there's this breath which is...
See, I think my one's more natural.
Yeah.
It's actually happening.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's fine.
Now there's two breaths in there, and you know what I mean, like. That was mine. And that's yours.
I think it's better with the one. That's good.
Yeah, pretty sure. I'll keep that camera audio in.
But you can get rid of the camera audio once we get to the most of it. Yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah. That drum can nearly start a wee bit earlier there, like, you know what I mean? It could nearly start here, you know what I mean? And it'll lead you into the next scene.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it kind of does there actually, doesn't it?
Just play it for 3 seconds and see what we've got. See, I like this. I don't think we need to do much here. Like maybe a couple of footsteps whenever Musa walks in. Like
Yeah.
A couple of footsteps.
Yeah.
Which you can probably drag from other.
Oh yeah, loads of stuff there. Basically, man, I don't think we need breaths, and I think we just need the grunts for the fight, and maybe like a fall here, you know, and
Yeah, I don't.
and your noises for what you naturally do whenever you kick somebody. I don't know what they are.
Like they
you know what I mean?
sound. See the way you have them. Oh, we'll watch them here because they actually sound fine.
You know, like you definitely need a noise there.
Yeah, and see, this is the part where I think music would just fading in.
Well, we're losing our drum now.
I do think, right, I see where you're coming from with the Batman stuff.
The what stuff?
The Batman idea really works here.
Yeah.
When it starts there. See this bit from here back?
From where?
So from here onwards, that big thud.
Yeah.
That's really nice, but from their back it doesn't seem right. So from like this start to this bit, we need something
to bridge that gap between the drone ending and the fight starting.
Am I wrong or?
No, you're not wrong at all. I actually thought it myself there, but what if we just pull this out a wee bit later and then let it fade out a wee bit longer, if you know what I mean? Come on, fade, where are you? Have that boy start fading a bit longer and let it go on a wee bit longer. You can bridge the gap a wee bit. And now that it's stopped,
even when we go to the actual big thud, I think that would be a good idea for the fade
to stop. Yeah.
Yeah, because it just makes this feel a bit more.
Yeah.
There. So yeah, it just makes that feel a bit more meaty.
Yeah. Let's see what happens, like, you know. Give us a 1-2, 1-2 into that mic there.
1-2, 1-2.
Shoot. Give it that sort of. Yeah.
Is that alright?
Yeah, no, you should be good, like, yeah. So, we'll run it without sound here, and we'll solo just your track. Or do you want to run it with everything?
Run it with everything, just for the sake of it. Then I'll try and...
Context, sort of, like, yeah. Ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Give a wee bit of room here just to...
Right. Yeah, no.
Tough, isn't it?
It is. It's
really fucking tough, man. I know the feeling here, yeah.
I know that. Right. Can I hear what I did there? Just if you can even hear.
I don't think you did much. That's what it was there. Like, I think I really want you to like over dramatize it a wee bit nearly as well, like, you know. So it's hard to know what sound to make while you're getting hit. So for all this sort of stuff, you just be like,
right.
breath, and then when you get hit, it might be like a
right. Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, like, don't be afraid to go full like Hugh Jackman in this. You know what I mean? Like, you've seen him recording his voice or recording the ADR for the Wolverine running scene and stuff.
Yeah.
Where he's literally going, you know, and he's like pumped up. Like, don't be afraid. Like, give her stacks, man. Like, you know, it's art we're creating here. Like, you know.
Right. Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Get up. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Get up. Don't know if that was any good.
Do you know what, man? There was a couple of good usable ones in there.
Okay, I'm just trying to get into
I don't know if it's feeling genuine enough yet. You might have to do a couple of press ups, like, to get the outer breath. You know what I mean? Like, because it like definitely adds to it. Throw us in, and I'll just see. The very last kick sounded well.
I think the more I'll do it, the better I'll get at it.
Yeah, definitely.
Sell it. Like, even while you were explaining it there, it really helped.
You know, that last hit there, that's spot on. Like,
right.
So listen to that there, last one. That is exactly the kind of thing you want.
So you want over-exaggeration? Okay, I get you.
You know,
right, okay.
But I think it's as well, like...
Is it just the breathing? Is that what you want?
Not even the breathing, man, but like... mainly the punches that you throw, I think we'll concentrate on them, like, you know. What else was good there was the...
I can even
when you sort of
ask, come on.
try and do the takedown here.
Right.
I think less commands.
Okay.
Less dialogue. I think the better. Maybe like, you know what I mean, because there is none, and commit to there being none. You know, instead of throwing in an odd word. Just. I mean that part I thought sounded pretty good. No, we'll do that again.
It's weird working from nothing.
Were you not listening to the fight or?
No. I mean, just in general, I am listening to it, but it's weird working from the fact that.
I know what you mean. Yeah. I'm gonna delete. Well, not delete, but just like reduce all of that up until
whatever works. Keep.
That last kick was spot on. You know that's what we want, more of those.
Right. Okay.
And the more like dirty your voice sounds, the better. Instead of going right. You know, as opposed to the cleaner sound.
So like really struggling.
Yeah. Distance wise, what do we like? We're actually not too bad. Yeah. So concentrate just on the grunts here. So it's like the and try and get that back of your throat sort of. You know, those sort of noises. Struggle. If you can, yeah. So that punch, let's get that.
Right.
And then get it.
Okay.
You know, and then so you know that there's one big punch, and then 3 of you getting hit.
Okay.
And then we'll stop right there. So whenever you're ready, all good. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Right, let's stop it there, man. That's fucking spot on, I think. Let me have a listen.
That might be a little bit too much. I didn't do the second punch. There's 2. Unless you can drag that across so it matches the first that punch.
No, I mean, it works kind of like, because the slow-mo part, you don't really want to hear anything except the impact. It's as if, you know, it's been like a punch and then it's like a sound gets sucked away, and then it's like a boom and back to reality sort of thing. Like you were sort of that classic trick, you know.
Yep.
See, it works. You know, that first one works. And I like the tail end of that. You know, where you sort of stumbled a wee bit.
It's really weird. This is really weird watching this because it actually works.
Yeah, man. Like this is how it is. Like you build it up. Like, you know, I mean. Right. So I like the tail end of that, and I like the start of that. So we'll trim that down. I see that kick spot on, and I think this push as well. Spot on.
Yeah.
There's a couple of wee grunts in the middle there that work really well.
Yeah.
Now the next noise was kind of. I think he kind of lost it here a bit because it's just being unfamiliar with it initially, like, you know. What way your sort of face is hanging, you know, for this part. See, you're kind of going.
I've got to
do that like Wallace and Gromit face, you know. You're like
face.
You know, and go. And breathe through your teeth. Kind of, you know, will be the key here, I think. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
I don't know, I did that big fucking...
No, that should be good.
Is that loud enough? I don't know.
Should be good.
I don't know if it's picking up.
Oh yeah. Oh, that last kick sounds badass now, headphones, man. There's bass drop noise in there.
That's the thing, it really works.
Yeah. Check it out here. But anyway, a bit more mixing to do maybe on these punches and stuff, like, you know, and the balance between the grunts and the slaps and the...
Do you know that last bit there?
The bass drop.
That's not a special effect, so I'll show you this first punch isn't a special effect. What that is a rehearsal where I was like rolling rehearsal and Ross, as I was doing it, just rack focus at the right moment.
Cool.
And we were like,
happy
holy
accidents.
shit, that worked. Yeah, a lot of filmmaking is happy accidents.
I'm down to like 20% of my battery there, man, too. This is timed quite well now.
Yeah.
eject. Oh, is he gonna eject? Oh, he is.
Solid. Right.
Aye, man, that's good now, hey? Good bit of work. Like, I love actually, like, you know, you're working on something like you're on your own, and then when you actually go and meet up with the client or whatever or whoever it is, you know, you're working with, and then you get something done, it's a good feeling, like, you know what I mean?
No, that's the thing.
Closer to the end.
The last thing I want to do is, like, whenever I was sending those notes, I was like, I feel like such a dick because I'm not getting my message across.
Aye, man, it's hard to translate, like, even like tone of voice over like text and all, like, you know, it just doesn't
Not only
work.
that, like, you'd send it back and I go, I need that fix, need that fix, need that fix.
Yeah.
If you're here, I can just go, can you just
This
pull
is
it
when
back
it's
an
done.
inch?
Yeah.
Instead of being 3-4 days.
I know.
So,
Far handy.
I think that's helpful. Right, you're blue, so I'm assuming that's you focus.
Is your focus peaking blue, is it?
Yeah.
Sick.
See in your door or in your cheek.
Jedi focus peaking.
Okay, we'll just chat. Well, how did today go?
Today went quite well.
You happy?
Liam, yes it did. Really happy you asked me to do this film.
Well, that's a good point. So this is Oscar. This is our sound designer for... So it's codename Run. We've changed it to Hunt. I'm actually thinking about calling it Primal. What do you think of that? Name. Good, bad.
Don't know, you can just call it Fight in the Woods.
Right, okay. But
Into the woods. There already is it.
But I brought Oscar on board. Well, we met on we were extras, and then we basically...
Yeah. What was that show called?
Can't remember.
I can't remember either. But we were doing extras work and got chatting anyway about films and stuff and similar interests.
Yeah.
Obviously, same interest, film, TV, etc., filmmaking. So it all sort of fell into place then when I heard you were just in the edit of your latest short film. I actually approached you and said, do you need sound design work?
Yeah, I was
and you were like, yeah, good idea. So it's something I hadn't done in a couple of years. Last time I did sound design was maybe 4 years ago, you know, and it was for a uni project, you know, it was for like the final piece. So it was nice to sort of dip my toe back into that kind of work because it had been so long.
Not only that, you've learned from that experience. Like, it's been how long?
Big time, man. Yeah, the last time I did the last project we did about 4 years ago, it was just really like a drama, you know, a couple.
Right.
So like Foley wise, sound effect wise, there wasn't a lot to do. It was very sort of minimalist kind of work, but then when I saw that there was a fight scene in this, a chase scene, forest locations, car, you know, various locations, various kinds of environments, I was super
interested in it?
Yeah, super interested.
So, and then of course we've also got we're equalising the sound at the beginning, and there's plenty of things you can run around with. It's not just A to B, and there's different... How many layers did you say you've added to this track?
I don't know, I think we got up to like 80 tracks maybe, close to 80 separate tracks, but
there's a lot of detail put into this, and like I don't think people... Like, one of the reasons I'm making these production diaries is to kind of give an insight into what really goes on behind the scenes. Like, you can see the behind the scenes on, you know, TV shows and stuff, but like they kind of skip through everything.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go... Like, this video is dedicated simply to sound design.
Yeah.
So I'll probably put up on screen like maybe a screen print, if that's alright, of just, you know, all the layers that you've worked on.
Yeah, cool, yeah.
How much effort's been put into this one.
And other actual sound designers will laugh at how messy my project is.
No, well, you know what I mean?
But no, it went well. Like, you know, you sort of left me to my own devices to an extent.
Yep.
Give me the film, and there's, you know, you can do so much of it just based on your own initiative, watching the film, knowing when footsteps happen, or coat rustles, or breaths happen, or impacts with the ground or with each other happen. So all that was pretty self-explanatory, so it did that. But when it came to like music choices, timing, more intricate things that sort of affected the direction of the film generally, that's when we sort of decided to meet up and put our heads together to see what we could produce or improve on, you know.
You said it best earlier on that you need that new set of fresh eyes on it, and fresh ears.
Yeah, the fresh ears thing's important. I think, you know, when you're working on even for like 4 or 5 hours working on something, listening to the same noises again, the same leaves rustling, the same coats and the zips and the pockets and the breaths and the same impact noises, it does get really draining on your ear. Not draining, but like, you know, it changes after a while, so you have to like go away and do something totally different.
You're numb by it? Yeah,
you definitely get numb. So an extra pair of ears was really useful, like the director's ears as well, like, you know, so.
Well, that's the thing, I left you to your own devices and you came up with this really amazing like bass track. like what we were working on, and we built upon that today. And all we got to do now is, well, I'm going to let you go home here, get a couple of hours to yourself.
Yeah.
And then you're going to tweak a few things, and it's done essentially.
Yeah, happened quite quickly too, like, didn't it? Because we are on a deadline.
Exactly. So.
But we don't really know when the deadline is. It's an imaginary deadline somewhere in the future.
It's submitted, but it needs resubmitted. So
yeah.
The sooner we get it in, the better.
Yeah.
But overall, the experience, you've enjoyed it.
Oh, big time, man! Yeah. I mean, like, I've sort of been like dying the last couple of years to start recording my own, like, you know, sound effects and build up the Foley library again, like, you know. So, it was a nice one to sort of step back into the realm of sound design work and, like, you know.
That's so it's refreshing. That's the most important.
Big time, man. Yeah, big time.
Great. Right, well, we'll leave it.
Listen, the fun's not over yet, like, you know.
No, it's not. And the thing is, I just can't wait to show people this. Like, my brother came in there at the last minute, and he hadn't seen any of it, but like at that wee moment. So originally I had an idea and Oscar had an idea.
Conflicting interests, shall we say.
And then Nicholas came in and you just moved the track a certain inch to the left or right. And Nicholas didn't even need to be in the room. And you fixed it.
We initially wanted him in because it's his band's song that we're using, so initially wanted him to come in the room for a third opinion actually, you know, on the music or the placement of the music and when it should start, when it should end, what section it should start on. And he liked both ways so much that I randomly came up with a third way to do it, which was a bit of a happy drag and drop accident in the middle of the timeline. So
we met in the middle.
Yeah, we met in the middle, like, you know, a compromise, which is what filmmaking is about a lot of the time, isn't it, you know?
Yeah. Right, we're going to love yous, leave yous, and we'll chat to yous in the next one. But
see yous next time.
All the best.